Hey, what's good, peoples, man? Before we get this episode started, it'd be dope if you toss us a like, a subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, man. We truly appreciate it.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Here we go. We are live. For those of you jumping in and you saw the little intro thing, that's to save me editing time because editing is a pain in the ass and I ain't trying to pay no dumbass kids to do some editing for me. But anyways, I'm John D. Contradiction. This is the Who's Man series with Not Your Mans. Me and Reckless have been powering through these. Oh, it's crazy. Like to the point where I'm constantly looking at my calendar. Like, all right, we interviewing somebody today. But today we got a dope guest. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Jake Daniels. You know the deal. Friend of the internet. You know what I'm saying? Friend of Not Your Mans, causing chaos, doing the thing. You know, got to do it.
I love that. Friend of the internet. I mean, it fits.
That's me, bro. That's me.
It works.
That's me.
You know, but one thing I noticed, like when I started diving into your page, when you started, checking out stuff, I'm like, man, this dude is positive.
I mean, yeah, I try my best to be.
I try my best. Like happiness you put out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, and it's cool because it's like, there isn't a lot of that going on on the internet. The internet's just been taken over by negativity, and if it is positive, it's toxic positivity, straight up, you know. So just kind of seeing like just someone who's just like, nah, man, I'm chilling, that kind of energy is dope, bro. It's dope to see just someone out here enjoying life because life is crazy. Life is
nah, for real, man. I just try to like make the best of every situation, man. Because like, growing up, I was like, not negative necessarily, but like, I had a lot of things going on. So I was just like, once I got a little bit older, man, I was like, all right, I just got to make the best of my life because like I could die any day. So it's like, why not just live it up while I'm here,
Yeah, it's a fact. That's a fucking fact. Because like you don't know what's gonna happen. And it's like I always look at positivity in a sense where negativity is super fucking easy. Mm-hmm. And that's the appeal, to do some shit, to eat that fucking gross meal that is going to fuck you up, to have that extra shot. And then, to make those bad decisions is easy. Positivity takes discipline, it takes steps, but it's kind of the easiest way to kind of tell yourself that you're trying. It's
no doubt.
Yourself some sort of credit. And it's like, if you start getting accustomed to that, like there's no reason why you shouldn't lead a little bit more of a positive life than most.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because like, and this is coming from me, I love me I like the balance. I am, I love both. I love negative shit. I love positive shit. To the extent of where I still have my morals. And that's the one thing that people lose.
Yeah.
I can appreciate both. You know what I'm saying? In it,
for sure.
Awful shit. But I do love me some fucking chaos. I do love me some chaos.
I mean, I can't lie. I love chaos too. It's just it has to be in moderation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No doubt.
But yeah,
I love it, bro. I like watching the shit. I mean, I'm not, I try not to live in it. You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
Be in it, but I'll watch some chaos. If someone is out here being a fucking wreck, go for
it. Yeah, why not? Right? Why not?
You're teaching me something. I'm learning.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy the entertainment sometimes.
That too. You gotta enjoy that shit.
For sure.
So Reckless, start us off, man. I know you got your list of questions.
Yes, sir. And first of all, for the people at home, let people know how you first got into music in the first place.
Man, I mean, honestly, it was pretty much my dad got me into music, bro. It was like, I mean, my whole family's pretty musical, to be honest, but my dad was like the first, like he played guitar and he's like really, really like wildly good at guitar. So that was like the first kind of bug that bit me because I like saw him playing all the time, whatever. And I was kind of like, okay, how do I spend more time with my dad? And that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Great bonding experience right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, I was just like, all right, how do I do this? Because I first, so when I was like young, I don't remember how old, maybe like 11 or something. I actually got started on drums first, and I was really bad, like super, super bad. My teacher, I remember my teacher literally would end my lessons early because I was so bad. He would,
Oh, man.
he would be like, "All right, man, that's good for today. Like you're all set." And in my head, I'm a kid, so I'm like, "Oh, cool. Like we're done for the day."
I
Not
don't.
realizing he was just flat, like you suck, you know?
You were like, that's
Making his life choices.
Yeah, bro. So I mean, I got started on drums, and I actually played trumpet after that, and that I still play trumpet now. So
instrument.
after that, it was guitar, then piano, then all the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Singing, all that. I actually tried to rap for a little while, but
Okay.
I wasn't great at it. So I was in like this group, and my two homies were like way better than me, like so much better than me that I was just like they would literally would be in a session, they'd be like, "Yeah, bro, like you sure you don't want to just produce like
Oh,
like." But I
Nice.
mean,
Say it.
they had a good point, you know what I'm saying? They had a good point. So, but yeah, man, that's how I first got started, pretty much.
Oh, that's fire, man. Hey, but that's dope. Like, what's crazy is like the guitar is definitely a tough instrument. I feel like drums is a great way just for people who are getting into music and shit like that. Drums is just, I think most people should learn the basics with drums just for counting's sake.
No
You know,
doubt, no
just for
doubt.
the sake of counting. It's like drums to me is super crucial. Like right now, I kind of push my little man. I try to get him into as much as I can. My main thing with him is I want him to do piano. I figure once you learn piano and like reading music and shit like that, you're good with anything. Kind of pick up other things. So I'm like kind of pushing that on him. But I would love for him to get into some drums because I know he's like a ball of energy. You know, he's like me. So we got a lot we want to let out, and we need an amount of noise. So I feel like drums for him will fucking calm him down, you know, because he could just fucking wail on him and get out.
Just go for it.
Yeah, but that's awesome. And like guitar is super, super tough, but very, very dope. Like it's a beautiful instrument. Just in
Man.
Jazz guitar is one of my favorite.
Same here. Jazz guitar is literally like my favorite thing in the whole world, man.
It's like it's almost unexplainable how dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like that's fucking dope. Like, and then you know, trumpet, that's a dope ass instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
No.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a dope instrument that could change the tides of songs. So it's like,
Yep.
That's a great start. The rap,
Yeah, man. The rapping was just, oh man, it was just so not. I just didn't need to be doing it, you know.
We all dabble, you know. We all dabble here and there. Everyone has their moments when they want to try to rap.
Yeah, but bro, I was saying, I mean, I think I can rap now. Like, Cannon told me I can rap, so I'm like, all right, I can rap.
hey, we got Cannon in the comments. What's good?
Hey, shout out, Cannon.
Yeah, but I mean, back in the day, bro, I was just saying nothing. Like, I wasn't even making no sense.
Hey, you're like most rappers nowadays.
I mean, true.
You would shine.
Yeah,
I wasn't making no sense though, bro. Like, me and my homies would go back and listen to the tracks and be like, yeah, so like, what was Jake saying? I was like, yo, I don't even know what I was saying. I don't even know what I was talking about.
Had something in you that you were like, I got to get it out, even though it makes no sense. I'm trying to do this.
Yeah, it was honestly because I was obsessed with like 90s hip hop, super heavy. Like,
understandable.
Bro, I got obsessed with Nas early. I got obsessed with Tupac early. I got obsessed with like all the like Rakim, like all those. Once I found them, I was like, yo, I love hip hop. Like,
I want to rap.
Yeah, like I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it, but it's still hard.
Yeah. I feel that, bro. Like fucking the golden era, the legends, they did something to you. Like I used to. So my older brother, he looks like Tupac, which is very funny. Looks just like nose,
fire,
everything. So he was obsessed with Tupac, so it makes sense. He's bald, everything. So my older brother used to bump so much Pac around the house growing up, and I remember I used to just like walk around to myself, just mimicking his flow, like.
Oh yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, just shit like that. I'm like, bro, that's the smoothest shit. Like he's is an instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like his voice, he's using it in a way that like no one else is doing. And
No
that
doubt.
to me is fire. Like music, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
For sure,
and as long
for
as
sure.
you follow a guideline, or as long as it's smooth and clean, you know what I'm saying? Like you can get away with anything if you know what you're doing, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. That's definitely it, man. It's like with rap, I feel like you have to know rhythm. You have to know, you have to have a good vocabulary. Like or you're just like, like, you know what I'm saying? You're just like a clout like rapper that sucks, actually. You know what I mean?
With rap, I feel like rap has advanced in so many ways off of the like every time rap gets like shitted on or someone tries to hate on it, like back when rap first started, oh, that's not music. The lyricists were like, well, we're gonna make this, we're gonna add layers, and that's when like the fucking metaphors got crazy or the entendres got crazy. And rap right now, even though mainstream has its moments, as a collective, just in the advancement of where hip hop is, like you can do so much with lines, whether you're using big words or small words, you can add so much feeling or like other meanings behind shit that like it's undeniable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, rap is a beautiful, beautiful, like whole entire genre, bro. It's like rap, in my opinion, rap is literally like rock. Like it's literally the equivalent of to like an 80s rock age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, people disagree with that all day long, but it's undeniable, man. Like
Undeniable.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
That are very blatant. You can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just don't want to see that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to just hold on to what they love tightly for no reason.
Yeah, I don't want to mix it or associate with anything else. Like, no, this is
Nah, which is crazy because it's like that, bro, as like creatives and artists, like it is our job to like go out in the sea and like find other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just try to raise bars. Like you're trying to change shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, again, speaking about my brother, you know, mentioning, I remember like he was like a diehard, like specific hip hop, this, hip hop, that. And people gonna laugh, but they could come for me all they want. But when Linkin Park dropped Meteor, not Meteor,
I was just about to mention Linkin
they
Park.
dropped the first album, I was
The
like,
Hybrid Theory. Is that what it was?
Hybrid Theory is
Yeah.
the first one.
never hear nothing like this in my entire fucking life. And I was like, I got plays for my brother. And I'm like, I know he don't like nerdy rap, but like he didn't like backpacking shit like back in the day. He was like, and I played it for him. He was like, man, I can't even be mad at that. He was like,
it's hard. It's fire. It's undeniable, man.
Yeah, it's undeniable. It changed. It's like fucking pushed. It changed a lot of music at the time. You know what I'm saying? The wave of rap hip hoppers that came, like hip hop rock stars that came out after that era was insane. Like Papa Roach, yo, we in there. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody,
no doubt,
on the left and right. Like, nah, we got to do this, and it's dope.
Man. I feel like that whole like age, like Linkin Park, all those people, that was like an opening to something so different that didn't even exist before. You know what I mean?
Everything shined in that era. That was like the metalcore era. Like the melodic metal started showing. Like beatdown started getting more aggressive. Even pop punk started taking levels, and regular punk started changing. Like everything started fucking just taking those risks because they were like, oh, people like risks. So
exactly,
game. You know what I'm saying? And that to me that's when music is allowed to be music. You know,
for
and
sure.
Like, we don't have much of that anymore because like the mainstream controls everything. So it's like it sucks. But every now and then we'll get something that's very game changing,
or like unique. Yeah.
Or something that's so vintage that we can't deny it, like Silk Sonic or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
And the numbers just go crazy because like people actually love that kind of music still, bro. It's like it's like yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like hip hop. It's like undeniable. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you see the numbers, when you see how many people are like, yo, this is actually like super good, and they're like Gen Z saying that it's good. It's like, come on.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
It's like if I could get like my nephew to sit down and listen to like Silk Sonic and say it's fire, like what do you like? I've won. You know what I'm saying?
Accomplished. What's crazy, like that album, like this is a rare occurrence for anybody that's over 25. When is the last time you heard something and you sent it to your mom? You know, your parents.
Bro.
I was like, Mom, you need
Like,
like, I wanted to send this to everybody. I'm like, yo, y'all all need to listen to this. This
Yeah,
is
no doubt.
like anybody could listen to it. I don't care if he's cursing. For some of the parents that are strict, they're gonna listen to it when you're not around. Like that shit is heat.
For sure, bro. And it's like, I think even my mother sent, or maybe it was my dad, I don't remember, but I think my dad was like, yeah, he like Bruno Mars, sick, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, my dad listens to like freaking, you know, metal guitar riffs, like going crazy. It's like if he can recognize that, then like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Hell
Yeah, bro.
And how did you guys settle on your stage name? Like, just naming yourself Jake Daniels. Like, what made you not decide to go with like a moniker or like some kind of like gimmick name or some shit? You know what I mean?
I mean, low key, it's a gimmick name. Like,
Jack Daniels drink.
I mean, it's kind of a play off that. Like, I think so. My middle name's actually Daniel, though. So I use my middle name, but then it was like I also really like whiskey, so I was like, you know, it kind of works out.
Yeah.
So
it fits. It's got the classy smoothness. You kind of give off the like classy smoothness. Like you probably got whiskey rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're right out there, bro. Like,
Exactly.
You give off. That's I get it. You know what I'm saying? So that works. It kind of fits. It fits your image. It fits. You know, it fits everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's also on top of that. You know,
because you look like a Jake. You know what I'm saying?
hey man, I appreciate it. I was almost a Gabriel, and I was like, that would have not worked out for me. So my dad wanted to name me Gabriel, and I'm so glad he did, man. Can you imagine Gabriel Daniels? That's trash, you know.
Gabe Daniels don't work either,
bro. Complete garbage. Garbage. I'm sad I missed the first. What did he say? I'm sad I missed the first part, guys.
I have to rewatch.
Hey man, you should have been here, bro.
Yeah, man. We posted up the date and the time. All
that. It's all good. It's all good, man. We'll probably share it to my YouTube later anyway. So
yeah, I'll be up for a while too before we post it up next week. But so what kind of singer would you classify yourself as?
Kind of singer?
That's
man. Tough. That's super tough question.
Singer too, because singers, you know, they could do a lot. So it's like
it's a whole different world compared to us rappers and shit.
Yeah, I mean, for me, man, it's like I really never sang until I started singing really late. Like I always played instruments. I always like did other things, and then my cousin actually sang we would do shows together, and he would sing, and I remember him one day, like 18, 19, I was probably 18, 19 at the time. He was like, yo, why don't you sing, bro? Like, why don't you just try it out and see what happens? Yeah. So, like, I tried it because, dude, I grew up with soul music. I grew up with, like, rock music, metal music, all this stuff. So, like, I did know melodies, but, like, I didn't know I could actually sing until, like, way late, like 18, 19, like I was saying. I remember the first time, like, he playing the guitar with me, and he was like, all right, you sing this part. And then he heard me sing. He's like, yo, that's just sick, bro. Like, keep singing. You know what I mean?
Hey, he gave you that fire. That's dope, man. Shout out to that. Did you ever, I want to ask, did you ever take, like, lessons or anything like that for your singing?
So during that time, I actually did. I did take a few lessons, but then I flexed and just left.
I know.
I took like
what's the lessons for? Once you find your voice, it's like now I could just play with it. So fuck it, you know.
Yeah, I took like 4 or 5 lessons maybe, and then I was like, nah, I feel like I could figure this out. You know what I mean? I remember messaging like my instructor and be like, yeah, man, I just don't think I really need these anymore. He probably thought I was like complete asshole, bro. Like this man really just like flexed after 4 lessons. Like, you don't need me.
I got Hollywooded by some student of mine. This motherfucker.
Yeah,
he got paid right shit. Come on now.
It's funny too, because one of his other students, I'm pretty sure she like got popping. So and she flexed too. She left.
Poor guy.
I was like, dang, 2 in a row, man.
He's just that
2
good
in a
of a
row.
teacher.
He's just that good. It's just cursed. It's a gift and a curse. He's just that good of a teacher.
He can't
Yeah.
complete the whole fucking like class, but at least he makes some dope ass artists.
For sure, bro. I mean, but like genre wise, man, I feel like I'm it's I hate to say it, but like I'm definitely like pop lane. Like it's like I mean I did dabble in like soul and R&B for a long time and jazz, but it's like once I started making like commercial music, that's when I really, really found like my particular sound, you know?
I mean, that's for me. I mention it all the time on the podcast and everything like that. For me, pop to me is when I think of pop music, I think of like catchiness and just like versatility, but also just like homage to different genres, but down to a science. Like pop to me is very scientific. Like it is
100%.
like the art of making something that's so catchy that even if you don't like it, you're gonna know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So fucking like it just sticks, bro. Like it's catchy. Like kids will be humming it after hearing it once. Shit will get stuck in
Bro.
your head. Like it's shower music, but it's also like with pop can literally sample and include and mix up anything and
sure.
keep it pop. You know what I'm saying? And keep
For
it.
sure.
And it's like when you add something like certain elements, like if you add a pop element to any other genre, it's pop. You feel me?
Nah, you're right, man.
Like it transforms it into pop. Oh, we got Xavier said, who was your instructor?
Oh, I can't do that. I'm not saying it.
Okay.
If I share this video later, he's definitely gonna see it, so I can't do it. I have him. I have him. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, he'll probably send me a message like, "Oh, why'd you say my name like that?" So I'm not gonna do that.
That's
All right.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm definitely a pop guy for sure. Like I used to hate being like the pop guy, but now I'm really comfortable with it because it just like became me, you know?
It's so versatile, bro. Like when someone says they're pop, to me, I'm like, oh man, they pay attention to details. Like because it's just even the structure of like pop and like the way pop can just get away with like so many layers and just adding so like pop songs, you can literally throw a whole bunch of shit into it and they make it work. Like I feel like it's super tough. You know what I'm saying? And but I also wish that a lot of hip hoppers and just a lot of dope underground artists in general, like I think artists in general, I feel like a lot of them should take notes from the pop structure.
No doubt, man.
The one thing that I've always learned with especially older music, like, older hip hop and stuff like that, it is very copy and paste 3 times and that's it.
It is, bro. That's so true.
And it's like I can understand like someone who's not a hip hop head, me playing them, some old school Rakim or something, and they're like, bro, this is the same shit for 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and I'm just hurt because I'm like, this shit changed my life. But I get it because it's there's no changing. But then you hear something pop, you got an intro, the middle builds suspense, and then you got a grand finish. It's like a fucking opera, bro. This shit is dope.
Nah, for sure, man. And I think that's where like rappers nowadays should take note and be like, okay, how can I implement these certain elements in my sound? You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You want to be like lyrical, miracle, spiritual, and that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. But like, what if you throw like a little melody in the hook? What if you throw a little like pre-chorus in there just to give the listener some flavor? You know what I'm saying?
Or even like, that's one thing too. I tell people, like, if you had something in a song, like a part that could be 5 seconds, 6 seconds, but it's the dopest little tweak to the song. It's like, you don't need it to go on the whole song. Save it for the end. Like, make people want to go back and hear it. There's one artist I always bring him up off the top of my head that does pop things, and there's a reason he's on the fucking radio and like he blew up the way he did, and his music is just dope. I think NF has completely adopted the pop structure.
Nah, dude, 100 million% I agree. Like,
his music has layers. You know what I'm saying? Like, mad. Like, that one, he made that one song last year called "Like You," and it's an anthem for depression. And it is the most beautiful. It's like an opera, bro. Like the way he closes it out, the way the chorus kicks in, the way the song, it starts off with just a piano, it ends with a full orchestra and him changing the way he sings. Like it's a masterpiece to me. And more art.
No doubt, no doubt. And it's like, I mean, NF isn't for everybody, bro, but like it's his production and his delivery is just so undeniable that you can't argue it.
Yeah, you can't wholeheartedly say he's whack. Even if you do not fuck with his music, you could not just be like, he's whack. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you have to be a hater.
Nah, because the amount of like, I've watched his producers' videos, right?
Great.
And the amount of just madness going on in every song, I'm just like, bro, this is genius. You know what I'm saying? There's
doing like high level shit, bro. Like, he's doing like high level shit. That's why I tell people like Dre has the fucking ear of the gods.
Yeah, man.
Ear of the gods. This motherfucker has done everything under the sun. And when you know his name is around it, you know it's gonna be dope, regardless of what it is. That type of fucking ear, bro. It's insane. Oh, T Melly, what's good?
Yo, T Melly popped up.
Yeah, there you go.
Bro, that's another. Do you guys know T Melly?
Yeah.
Bro, T Melly is low key one of my favorite artists from upstate. He's so talented, man. So talented. He's like, he's actually in that realm that we were just talking about, bro. He's like a hip hop artist, but he's pop artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's dope because we've done a couple things from him, and I remember a couple of things. Like, he'll do he'll do like the singy, the chill vibe, but then he'll rap his fucking ass off if he needs to. But
that's what I'm saying.
Can't put him in a box. Like, I can't just be like, nah, he's a rapper. Like, he's an artist. Like, he's a fucking artist.
Nah, for sure. And the thing about T too is like, bro, I don't know if you guys know this, but he like mixes and masters all of his stuff. Like, and that is like something that like when I found that out, man, when I found out he records himself, does all that, I was like, yeah, like I'm already liking this dude because that gives me 10 times the amount of respect for him. You know what I mean?
Because that's an ultimate goal. I'm learning how to mix and master my own shit. I've been producing my own shit for a while, doing all that. And like, shout out to those who do it all. Like, once I feel like I can knock down, like I can get my own mixing master, I'm like, I'm going to put out music for fucking days. And like the artists who can do that, like, you got to feel mad empowered, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your power is there.
I truly think I truly think it like separates people nowadays because if you have the access to do that every single day and you're just pumping out music, like if it's really good quality music and you know what the hell you're doing, like there's no way you can't lose, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Your access to education and just like you're learning so much while you're doing it, but then like having that in your bag, like you have to be like, you're going to be open to other sounds because of that. So you're on a whole different level already from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on a whole different level.
That's man, I'm telling you, bro. It's like I mix my stuff. I used to mix and master and produce everything that I did. But then, I really start John Bellion is high level, like you guys speak of. That's a fact. That's a fact. But nah, man, what I was saying is like I used to do that, and then I got linked up with this dude Burke who lives in like the Netherlands. And dude, I'm telling you, like I still mix everything, but working with him, mastering everything and producing with me, like we co-produce everything together. It adds this like genius flavor to it because it's not just all my ideas anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not, it's a million miles ahead of like, oh, I just paid someone to mix and master my shit.
100%, bro. Cause you're working as like a unit and it's like, hey man, how about we lay this bass line down right here? Hey, how about we add these horns here? Yep. And then if he wants to let me know like this shit's whack, all he has to do is say this shit's whack. Like let's do something else.
I mean, that's what separates a lot of the music that comes out now with like the shit that came out back in the day. Like, that's why artists don't even work with like specific producers anymore. Like back in the day, like if you worked with like fucking Pete Rock or or Dre or anyone like that, like you were locked in a studio with them and they was whooping your ass.
Yeah, and you had probably a hit record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or multiple. Or you put out fucking the Marshall Mathers LP, or you put out fucking Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? Like you were getting the fuck up. And nowadays it's like these artists are just paying someone who, like, I guess knows the sound, so they'll mix it to the standard, and that's everybody's thing. That's
Plus, technology's changed since the days of the Marshall Mathers LP and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, where technology's just insane. I can just record right here. I don't need the big
Yeah.
thing is, to make a hit song for
TikTok. Changed. The artists have gotten lazier. The engineers.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Like the technology is so dope that like we should be putting out our best music. Period. Artists now should be putting out the most sonically addicting. We know all the truths, all the fucking CIA files to what's addicting. We know all the frequencies. Like we have it all at our fingertips right now. And to be put out generic cookie cutter shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, bro, and that's one of the things, man. So I went to college and I got my degree in like sound engineering and mixing and stuff. And that's the one thing that I'm so grateful for, because like my mentor was so hard on me that like bro, there were some days where I came in and I was like, yo, this man's about to tear me up today. Like literally about to kill me. But like, you know, he worked in what was that old studio in New York City everybody went to? I can't remember it. Shoot, I can't remember it. I don't remember it, but it was like one of the biggest studios at the time, and he worked there, and he like worked with J-Lo, Kanye, all these people, right? And because of that, I had a level of respect for him already. And then him just telling me like, yo, you suck at this, you suck at that, you suck at this, you like bro, it changed my life like completely. Because my ego went from this to nothing. Like I literally
had to build yourself up to that point. You have to earn that shit. Hey, you was getting the Not Your Man's treatment, not even from Not Your Man's. That's what I'm saying. That's what I try to tell.
That's true, man. And it's like you need people in your corner who are not yes men. You know what I'm saying? Who are not like rubbing you, stroking your ego, saying like, yo, everything this dude does is gold. Like, bro, you need the people that are like, yo, this is trash, bro. Like,
you need it.
This is garbage. You need to go back to the drawing board, because like if you have that, you're gonna get 10 times better. You know,
that's it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't see, I swear to God, like rappers are so blind to like the universe, to the world, that shit that should be simple. Like, what fucking sport or any sort of thing that's professional is that easy? Like,
nothing.
Fuckers walk into a gym and throw one punch and they're like, get that nigga a black belt, like give it to him. You know what I'm saying? No, motherfuckers take forever to earn a blue belt. You know what I'm saying? Like to go
doubt.
Yeah, you got to work hard. You got to prove yourself to everyone. You got to show technique and hunger and all this shit. So it's like, bro, these dudes just, oh, I recorded a song. It may have been on my phone and the beat was ripped over you, but I did it. Congratulations. Give me a prize.
No, it's not enough.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why like I try to be a nice guy like 98% of the time, but it's like I get tons of messages every day, like from local artists and stuff. They're like, put me on, do this for me, do that for me. And every single time, like I'm like, bro, your journey is your journey. Like you have to work your ass off and like work. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you don't work, bro, we will get nowhere in this life, nowhere in this career, period.
Yeah. And we're not even saying you gotta work fucking hard and work smart, like plan out your work, like schedule out your work, write down your work and figure out where you want to be and take it one step at a time. Like motherfuckers like, oh, I'm finna write my first rap, I want to be Drake. It's like, no, you need to be fucking Lil such and such first. Be Lil
Grassy at least.
Yeah.
You rap, dog. You start there.
Yo, it's the truth though, man. It's like you have to start at like nothing and like really spend 10,000 hours or something. You know what I mean? Jake does that to me all the time, but I know it's for good intent. It's not facts. It's
and that's what it's supposed to be. Like, yo, somebody cooking, like it's to make you better. Like the people who, if someone is taking time out of their day, whether they're a fucking hater, whether they're not even a fan, if they're taking a second or bit of time out their day to tell you that you could be better, you need to get better, anything like that, yo, just take it.
Yeah, for real. Because like, bro, one, they care enough to tell you that.
They
you know
care.
What I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. They care enough. Like, people who don't care can say that was dope all day. Like, people could fucking, you know what I tell rap? Every rapper coming up should know this, should have gone through this.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a rapper has been like getting yes man to death, that yes man shit will show up when it's time to sell tickets.
Yeah, come on. You're about to have a church service, right?
Promise you is gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna catch the next one. Oh, I can't make those are the same people that said this shit was hot.
They
didn't fucking listen to it. They didn't listen to it, bro. Like, that's the people, and those are the people motherfuckers want to say, like, that's their fans. It's like, no, bro, we all know that fucking feeling. Oh man, you was rocking with me a week ago, and now you don't want to come to my show. It's only $10. And the dude, I can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do this. Blah blah blah.
Meanwhile, they can buy $20 weed sacks and shit and go to some fucking shitty ass bar after.
Post a picture of eating food with gold on it and shit. Like, I couldn't make it.
That's the most accurate shit I heard.
Crazy.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, like, that it's the same deal with like these social media dudes too, because like, listen, I'm an internet dude, like that's what I do, but like at the same time, bro, I tell this to people all the time, like, you could have 50,000 followers on TikTok, but if you ain't selling no copies, if you ain't doing like 1 million streams a month, like, bro, no one cares, dude. Like,
your
50K followers. Like, bro, your 50K followers are like, yeah, sure, they'll watch your video, but like, they won't go search for you, man. They won't go search for that name. You know what I'm saying?
Nope. And it's like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of these artists, they want to get to this point, but they don't even know what to do with it. It's like, yo, you got to capitalize. Like, you have to capitalize. You can't just be out here fucking willy-nilly and just expecting people to do something. You have no plan. Like, I tell people, yo, people give us a hard time because we get shadow banned all the time, and people always like to talk about our likes. I'm like, bro, if I posted how many people look at our shit and don't interact, you'd be shocked. You'd be like, oh shit,
I'm posting every week.
We get mad shit. I'm like, bro, if we weren't killing it, like, where are we getting all these submissions from? Like, where are these people views from? Like, people don't watch it. Like, where are we selling merch from? Like, how is that happening then? You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
bro, I get it.
Yeah, but people just see what they want to see, and it's just like,
it's all just like face value. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, at the end of the day, bro, like, people, I can relate to that, man, because people ask me all the time, oh, like, how you doing, 1 million streams a month and like 1 million in a day on YouTube when you only got 2,200 Instagram followers? It's because I interact with fans on different platforms every single second I can. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That labels are offering in a bundle by yourself. Like, that's hard.
That's what I'm saying, man. And it's like, people will be like, oh, like, why do you work with an independent label? Because, bro, I want to make money.
Because if like, I'm a rhythm doing it on your own now, why the fuck would you want someone to G you for fucking 50, 70, 80% of what you could just be making already?
And they can just shelve you when they want.
Yeah,
bro, I'm telling you, I'm not even trying to flex or nothing like that, but like, literally, like, I love the label I work with. I'm super grateful that, Cloud Kid and me have a thing, but like, I found this sync connection myself, and we just did 8.2 million views in 2 days on it. So it's like, if I can make that connection myself, y'all can too, and you're just lazy. like my label didn't find me, I found it. So it's like, if I can do that, come on, man, you got no excuse. You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is the generation of the internet, bro. Like, it's there. It's fucking there. It's right in front of you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it is.
Yeah, bro, you got people on that shit.
I'm convinced, man, that people just make excuses. That's it. Like,
oh, no doubt they make excuses. That's the only thing they got. If they can't really give you any real reason why they do what they do, they have excuses.
They want to learn it. They want it to be.
Yes, it's the easy thing, man. it's like the laziness. It's like, oh well, I only got X amount of followers. They ain't gonna rock with me. It's like, bro, did you even try? Did you even send the email? Did you even reach out to anybody? Like
give Instagram $10. Give
Yeah.
Facebook $10 and just pick.
for real.
Oh, try it. It's there. Try it. You know, put it in front of someone's fucking face. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
everything's not
you
Uber.
have to.
Everything's not Uber Eats, bro.
For sure. I love that. I'm gonna start using that.
It's true.
I'm gonna be like, this ain't Uber Eats. Every day I'm gonna post that now.
It's real.
It's real.
Yeah. So tell me, who are your influences music?
Oh man, I got tons, bro.
Run through the list, man.
I got tons, but like,
Who really like, yo, this besides, you know, we already mentioned Pops, but who really like, yo, they made me want music.
I mean, like old age, bro. Who first got me started? Stevie Wonder. That's like one of my favorite artists of all time.
Saw him live, and my mind was,
Bro, so one of the most talented dudes ever. You know, Michael Jackson, Prince,
huge Prince fan.
Metallica. I'm a big Metallica fan. I can't lie. Probably like, I mean, man, there's tons of them, bro. Like, I mean, new age artists. Like, I really love John Bellion. I really love Billie Eilish, even though everyone hates on me for that. But I mean, bro, I get hated on every day for that. Like,
really?
That I like Billie. I swear to God,
I'm not a big Billie Eilish fan, but I don't hate her. I don't think she's terrible. I'm not a fan because I've never got into her like that. You know what I'm saying? She's one of those artists that blew past me and I didn't really get into. So I don't get it, you know, like what, but I don't get like the hate. She's just like a young girl making music.
It's funny.
Yeah, man. People honestly hate her for like her, I think just her personality and like what she does and like what she says. And I get it because it's like the internet age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, I mean, I like a lot of classics, man. I like really underground stuff that no one knows. Like, you know, I could name artists and you would have no clue who they are, probably like Confetti or like freaking Mathika or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't even gonna know these people, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, man, I listen to so much music and like so many different genres because like I truly believe like I said earlier, man, as creatives, like it's our duty to consume as much stuff as we possibly can
because there's so out there. Like how do you know? Like I tell artists all the time, like when people are like caught in a jam, like, oh, I'm working on an album, something doesn't sound right, I'm missing a sound or anything like that. It's like, yo, how are you even gonna know what kind of sound you're missing if you're not listening to all the fucking sounds, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? You have to.
Sounds like there's so much out there. Like when I go into like my production mode and I'm ready to start cooking up beats, I take so long to make beats because there's
so bro.
ADD, bro. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. There's so many sounds that I love. I'll be on my piano and I'm like, yo, let me make a lick, and like an hour will go by and I'm just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
you're just jamming. You're jamming at that point.
Yeah, it's so many sounds out there. It's like that's honestly why I started the page, is because I listen to so much music. I was doing Nacho Mans before Nacho Mans. Like my whole life, I used to be that kid. I'd go to fucking FYE or Coconuts, whatever it was called at the time, and buy just whatever CDs look cool from every section, like metal, fucking rap. This cover is dope. Let me try this. And I go home and I'd fucking listen to this. And if I didn't like it, I'd be like, this shit's whack. If I loved it, I go to school. My homies like, bro, buy this shit, or I'll burn you a copy. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That's what it is, man. It's like you just have to consume as much as possible because, like, one, it's going to influence you, and two, your brain is going to remember everything that you consume. You know what I'm saying?
Especially the small things. Like we all listen to music. Like when we love a song, we remember the ad libs, even the small
everything.
Those little fucking things. If you learn how to do that with your own music, one, that's how you know you love whatever fucking song you're making. But two, like that's the little shit that sticks to people when they really fuck with your music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like the best way to show it. You know what I'm saying? Like when that shit really sticks to where, you know, even the fucking guitar lick, you're like, but like all that shit when you're listening to it, that's how you know that shit hit.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why Disney music is so infectious, bro. Because
No, yeah, they
it's
got to sit down with science. They're trying to
it's
really
too
calculate all this.
exactly. It's a science, bro. They're thinking about every little lick, everything they say. I mean, it's and people should take note of that stuff, man. Like,
No, that's expert level shit there, bro. You know, when it comes to
nah,
Disney
that's
music,
extra.
that is the pinnacle of what the best can actually do, because that's Disney needs that for their fucking brand to be successful.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure,
what,
man.
I was pushing. So I had like a year, honestly, almost 2 years, where I was just straight up working out to Hamilton. I saw the play.
That's fire.
I saw the play and I was like, this is fucking fire. I'm like, how come this is the best shit ever? And I
I
listened
haven't seen that shit.
not the music soundtrack, the play, the live play. I listened to that shit so much. I know the whole thing. It's fucking 3 hours long. I know that whole shit by heart.
Yeah,
When
I'm not
I
watching
tell you that shit is some musical voodoo, bro. Like that shit. Lin-Manuel, he's always getting chosen for these movies. That motherfucker's figured this shit out. Like the music,
Facts.
so dope, bro. It's like I don't give a shit about the fucking Civil War. Like I don't give a shit about any of that.
But you love
But
music, though.
Hamilton, bro, not only did I learn more about it than I should have, whether shit was accurate or not, bro, I love it, bro. Like I love it, bro. Like it's crazy, bro.
That's what I'm telling you, man, though, because it's like even with the music I make now, like it's super like cinematic and orchestral, and like there's movements to it. You know what I'm saying? Like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, you could pinpoint the locations, and it's like I learned that from like Disney, Pixar. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's that pop. You know what I'm saying? That's that pop shit.
I'm just taking notes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that Phil Collins shit. He was fucking setting us on fire as kids.
Yo, he didn't have to go that hard on that Tarzan soundtrack, and he did that for us.
He did that. You know what I'm saying?
Hit all of them, but they all do. Like even the ones people didn't watch. I tell people like one of my favorite soundtracks is Disney Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's
underrated as hell.
Soundtrack,
bro, insane music on that.
Yeah, great
insane.
Music. Great fucking music, fucking Lion King, all of them, like that type of shit. Like, you can't be cool enough to be like, I don't fuck with Disney music. No one's ever in the history of life ever said that.
Yeah, and they probably won't, man, because it's like legendary. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly. You can't. Everyone rocks with that.
You play that for a fucking kid right now or an adult, and they're bopping. I don't give a fuck what
they're going.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh, we got a question from the crowd.
Let's see. Jelly Roll ain't a 70 to 30 deal, which is generous. They will give you $1 million that you need to make back, and then $300K before they start to give you 30 cents on the dollar. Can you comment on how to avoid these types of deals?
I mean, first off, like if you get a deal like that, bro, like if you get any type of deal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest thing is like go to a lawyer. Like go to a lawyer, get it checked. If the lawyer tells you like this is trash, then you just immediately just say, hey, thanks for the offer. We're good. Yeah. But like as far as splits go, man, I mean, I'm gonna be real, bro. Like I don't know if majors hold as much weight as they used to. You don't really need a major deal nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Because like the transformation now, the major deal now is major publishing.
Yeah, it is.
It's not necessarily the deal, what the traditional deal used to be. Nowadays are like they're offering you 70-30 because they're gonna get you those radio interviews. They're gonna get your song played twice on a station that's popular. They're gonna get you those ads and put you in front of eyes, but they'll never guarantee how many fans stick or anything like that. So it's like these deals to me are scary.
Super scary, bro.
Yeah, because like if you're not sure if you're hot or like actually that fire, terrible idea. You're gonna go broke. If you are not a hustler, if you are not sound via business or any type of hustling, those deals are going to eat you alive. Like if you cannot find an advantage to those deals, because like I will say there are sometimes if a label's going to front you $1 million that you need to make back, if you're a fucking hustler, if you know the game, you can make that back.
Yeah, if you're like established,
you don't need a label. You can just hustle your way up.
Yeah, you can.
No, I agree with Reckless on that. I mean, my thing, man, is like, I don't know. From my personal experience, like I mean, I don't mean to put Warner on blast, but I'm just going to. So like, Warner reached out to me when Two Face was like first getting really Two Face, for those who don't know, is like my most successful song, but it was getting a ton of traction on YouTube, and they reached out, and it was like it was the most awful deal I've ever seen in existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, hey, we'll give you a ton of money right now, but you have to actually make that back for us, so it's not actually yours. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like you get splits offered, and they're so bad that like you're barely gonna make any money. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
it's and bro, I have friends that are like in LA, and they're signed to majors, and they literally can't even pay their rent for like their apartment. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, for me, man. I took note of that early and just said, nah, that ain't for me. That's not for me.
These are basically like the equivalent to payday loans. You know, they sound like a good idea for you're gonna get that money you need to do what you need to do, but you're never gonna really see any real profit, or you're gonna get stuck in that shit. It's gonna be fucking all bad.
Yeah. I mean, listen. If you're a cloud chaser, 100% sign to a major label. Go for it.
Yeah.
Because like, if you love followers, clout, all that stuff, good for you, man. Like that's the lane you need to go down. But me, I'm a businessman, bro. I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to provide for my wife, for my future kids someday. Like, I'm trying to build something so that I can survive for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Pass it on. Because it's like, yo, these deals, like, you're not going to get shit out of it. And if you're not like, if you think they're just going to give you that money and you get to be lazy on it, like, bro, no, it's never going to happen. Like, but I know, I do know some artists who've taken some, you know, not too great deals, but they flipped it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's also,
if you got the hustle.
Yeah, if you got the hustle, if you know what to do, if you had a fucking plan for when your face is exposed to a bunch of people, if you had a fucking plan to keep those people and then double them and do whatever, you just needed that push, by all means, if you are confident, you know your shit is that dope, do that shit. But if not, bro, you better talk your business. You better be like, nah, let me keep merch. let me
keep masters. Let me keep public.
Let me keep anything from, if I tour this bitch, because I know the pandemic going away. If I can tour, I get all the money goes to me.
Yeah.
Then you talk your business. You know what I'm saying? But don't ever just sign, bro. You got to understand these are contracts written by people.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And like majors, man, it's always in their favor. Like, they're trying to make the most money for them, not you. You know what I mean?
Yep. Has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. They're trying.
Yeah, it's all for them. It's all for them.
Yep. That's right. And that's why people got to realize it's fishy. Like, they only hit you up when you start getting a certain amount of looks, because they're trying to take those looks.
Yeah, they're trying to expand on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So so I was looking at your music through your whole catalog, and I noticed you don't really have any big projects that you have out on all streaming stuff. So I'm wondering, like, what's the deal with that? You know what I'm saying? Not to get all Seinfeld on you, but you know, what's going on with that? Like, are you finding a project? Well, there's anything wrong with that, you know? But, like,
no.
I just want to know, like, you know, like, what makes you just put out singles as opposed to putting out projects like EP?
Yeah, so I get asked this question a lot, actually, man. And so technically, like, in the beginning, my viewpoint on albums or EPs was no one's gonna listen to a 20-track album that doesn't know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not well known. Nobody knows about me. I literally have like my friends and family listening to my music, whatever. So in my mind, I had to put out singles, because if I did put out singles, at least I could get them to listen to one song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could get them to listen to one song at least, and then maybe they'll like me enough to play the next song that I put out. So I started building the brand through singles. But like everything you see that's like big numbers now is actually part of an EP. It's like a mystery EP essentially. Like I haven't really said like, oh, this is an EP, but just know it is an EP. I'm just been trying. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say, like, if somebody would have, like, like, I get that from a lot of people when I say, like, oh, check out so and so, and they'll be like, oh, what project they got out, and they'll be like, well, they don't have projects out, but they got a bunch of songs. You should check out these songs. They're just like, all right, I'll check them out, and then they get overwhelmed by a bunch of songs. They're just like, because know people want a project for reference. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
No doubt, that's a good point.
Because the project's a good point. Story. I mean, the singles is a dope. Don't get me wrong. The singles is a dope game plan. The single game is fucking super dope. It's a game changer, and it's honestly, I honestly want more independent artists to get into that game, and not just to like, oh, I'm gonna put out a single every week. No, to learn the dynamics of the power of one song, to learn how fucking far you can stretch one song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I also do like projects, but that's on a personal tip because I want to learn.
You want to consume something.
Yeah, I want to know, is this person worth me fully investing in being a fan?
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally get that, man. I totally get that. Because, like, honestly, with hip hop, especially, I'll even say myself, bro, I want you to drop a project if you're a hip hop artist. Like, I don't want to listen to like a barred up single from you. Yeah. I want to listen to a full, concise body of work. You know what I'm saying? If you're a pop artist, though, give me a fire single.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because with a pop song, you hit that repeat button, you chilling, you can go do some shit. Like, this song is a fucking bop. You're having a good time. A rap song,
it's like fast food, bro. It's like fast food versus restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a lot of old like pop albums from back in the day, from those like pop 90s eras. Used to have like a bunch of filler for your project and just had those 3 or 4 big songs you knew. Yeah, you got did by in the project. It's like, fuck, it made numbers just because we got tricked. I want to hear Baby one more time, but then you give me this other shit that I don't want to hear, and it's like, what the fuck?
Nah, you're right, man. And that's another thing, like with this EP hack thing that I've been doing, is like, I'm trying to blow up every song that I put out like a single would blow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm trying to get maximum exposure every single record I put out, And it's one of the things too. It's like with the label that I work with, they were like, hey, if you have a ton of songs that have numbers, like once these go into the algorithm, it's gonna completely blow up the algorithm if we put it on an EP versus doing it for a single. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah.
You could tell, like, when the people like put out singles early in the year, then they drop the project with those singles added to it. It adds to the you know what I'm saying?
It's a good way to get that Billboard action too. It's a great way to get on that Billboard action.
It is, man, and it's like people don't realize, like, with the algorithms, if you have like a single or whatever with, like, let's say you get 1 million streams or something on that single, and you put it on the EP, the EP will show that the EP has 1 million streams, and then the editorial
playlisted.
Yes, the editors will be like, 1 million streams in a day. Yeah, let's put this on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that shit looks good, because then it's like, now we have to put it on our top fucking playlist. Then
it
just gets bigger.
It's like a hack, but like not a lot of independent artists even know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, So if you listen to the podcast, you're welcome.
All the time. Yo, facts. We
facts.
Bro, like that shit. Like these little hacks are all independent art. This is all we got.
Yeah, it is.
To push our music. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying?
You have to like utilize every single avenue you can as an indie artist, So it's like, I don't know, man. In my eyes, I'm like, I mean, bro, I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got really lucky, and the numbers that I'm doing are really, really well for like an independent artist. But it wasn't just luck though. Like, I really had to I had to like go to college and work 3 jobs at the same time, and then I had to come home and be on my computer all night to study this game. It's like, and bro, I was trying to get married at the time. So it's like, I had all these things, but like, I made it my priority to do so because I really wanted to succeed in this field. So it's like, if you ain't ready for that, this ain't the game for you, bro.
Yeah, hats off
You
to
know?
you for making it all happen, bro. That's a tough thing to juggle, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man. I luckily for me,
Really,
man, my
yeah.
wife is yeah, right. My wife, dude, she's 10 times more hardworking than I am. And, she was the one who taught me like how to run a business, how to even start a business. She has a photography business. And dude, I'm telling you, like watching her just grind it out, I was able to consume that and be like, okay, if she could do it, I could probably do this music thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, motivate each other, in each other's dreams. Respect it.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that's dope. Honestly, hey, I'm gonna say this for when people check in on this, for everybody tuning into this. This is a underground. This is he is an underground artist, and he is doing fucking big name numbers from hard work. Anybody can fucking do it. You gotta work on it, bro. You gotta learn. You gotta put in that effort. You gotta automate it. You got
10,000 hours, bro. I'm telling you.
That's right. If this man can do it, you can do it too, man.
He's the equivalent to me. He's the YouTube baller who tells you like 1,000 shots a day, baby, and then their YouTube is doing very well, even though they're not in the NBA and all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
How do you feel about relationship NFTs? And if we're not gonna talk about no NFT.
We're doing that.
We're not talking about no gimmick.
Yeah. Instead, I want to know, Jake, your top 5 favorite artists of all time.
Top 5, bro.
Yes,
this
sir.
is difficult, man.
It's a staple with me. It's a staple. Should make sure.
Oh shoot, top 5 of all time. Okay, I'm gonna go Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Eminem.
Got that.
Hey.
Man, dang, this is tough, bro. Maybe like Nirvana.
Okay.
Definitely.
Props for that.
Linkin Park.
Yes.
And then probably to end it out, man, maybe like the Beatles. I would say.
I'll take the Beatles. All right. I'm not mad at that. Solid.
I love the Beatles.
Variety list. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, man, it's real hard to like create a top 5 list. But those are probably the people that I listen to, or I've listened to the most throughout my life. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Good shit. So, what's next for Jake Daniels, man?
Yeah,
what's next for me, bro? I'm just trying to capitalize on everything I can at this point, man. It's like, like I said earlier, man, we got that. So I got a sync placement. You ever heard of Five Nights at Freddy's, the video game?
Hell yeah, dude.
So we got like a sync with them and stuff, and it's blowing, it's exploding. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to capitalize off that and build my fan base more off that traction. And then, we got the EP coming next month, which is sick. I'm excited about that. But yeah, man, I'm
gonna review that.
Yeah, bro. I need the green in my life. You
know? Not green, but you gotta earn it.
if I get an X, bro, I might be a little butthurt, but I'll get over it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't rocking with it, I'll be like, okay, like I feel you, but like
send this project to Lou, not to
oh no,
Lou gonna be like skip.
All that's a fact. Emojis out the whole thing.
Yeah, for real though, for real.
Say as the review.
Pass.
But besides that, man, I'm just trying to help my local upstate community scene out. Honestly, like that's one of my literal main goals in life, is to just like enable knowledge to smaller artists so that they can like make a living full time at what they want to do. Because it's like I'm super passionate about that, man. Because like, you don't have to be making like $200K a year. You could be making $50K with music and living comfortably and like doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do, bro, for sure.
Yo, real shit like that. That's dope, bro. Let me know. You know me. I'm very big on trying to help with like upcomers. As much as I give them a hard time, I'm very big on helping upcomers and just teaching them how to be sound in this music world, like how to not get killed by these deals and shit like that. So, yo, anything you can hit me up when it comes to that type of shit. Real talk.
No doubt. I appreciate that, man.
Closing out. I mean, Reckless, you finish your questions. I'm gonna ask.
No, I was literally about to ask you if you had any closing questions and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, I got one more question.
Floor is yours, homie.
Okay.
And just for, because I like to ask it, I know we probably had this talked about in the single review thing. What do you think of the Not Your Man's platform as far as what we offer to the music world?
Keep it real.
I think it's dope. I think it's dope, man. I think it's very real, and I'm a very, very like honest person, and that just resonates with me because I love how it's not like sugar coated. I love how it's just real, raw, authentic. That's the three words I would probably use is real, raw, and authentic. So it's like, I mean, I honestly for any artist, local artist, big artist, whatever, if you're trying to like really, really get real feedback, you need to submit to this platform, period. like that's just, they're going to give you the most real, raw feedback you could possibly get. So that's my little spew on it though.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad, it's good I like to just make sure, like, because if someone thinks I'm out of pocket, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, we've been working on, like real shit. People don't realize it, but like I've been doing this for a minute. But like I pay attention to what people say in the comments. Like I take things into consideration. I really like built the structure of this shit to like,
no doubt,
trying to make it as honest as fucking possible, and dudes give us a hard time. I'm like, we do one listen. We don't care who you are. We're going to tell you how, even if I was having a bad day, and that's why I hated your project, I will say that in the review. Like, we're just keeping it a buck because that's how fans get music. They don't get music like, I'm in a mood to listen to music. What should I listen to? Like shit just happens. They hear it whatever mood they're in and whatever mood they're not in. They hate it. They love it. It's just one shot.
that's how it should be, man, in my opinion. But I mean, if I were to critique, the only thing I would say is y'all do need some more pop artists on the review section.
We need a lot of different kind of artists on this panel, brother. You know,
it might be too hip hop, but I'm saying that's my only critique. That's my only critique, though.
I will say I do agree with that. I mean, when I going through the panelists that I've had and stuff like that, I usually choose like the people I've reached out to. I choose them very specifically. Like that's why, like, even when we had it, like when we were at our strongest, it was like we had me, who I just listen to everything. So I consider myself very fair. And then I had, back in the day, we had this dude M who used to shit on everything. He was like, he loved EDM and like Griselda. That was it. He didn't listen to nothing. He shit on everything. Then we had Dice, who just doesn't like music. We had Lou, who was very big on R&B and very big on auto-tune. So that's just what he loves. He loves the smooth shit. So I've been trying to like pick people, but it's hard to keep people. It's hard to get people to, like right now we have Reckless. We got Reckless, who I usually make fun of. Always like, he loves everything.
Yeah.
This is big misconception about me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We got Trip, who like Trip is just very into the new age. He is so deep rooted.
I could tell.
Yeah, and it's like that's why I recruited him. Then we got Trey, who's a fan of the new age, but he likes the more country, like the more southern. But he's very, very deep rooted into like the poetic, like woke lyricist scene. So if shit's not making sense, he's like, I'm not liking this. I need my shit to have super substance, So I try to do that. If I can get if a pop person wants to hit me up, because I'm always looking. We had ladies on the team, but they bailed on us because they, I'm not.
We don't need to go there.
We don't need to go there. But like, it's tough. Like I try to make it as diverse, and I even tell people, and they don't realize it. If you send us a review, you can request who you want to review it. The only thing is that I say we don't like to double dip. So if I reviewed something, I'm not going to review someone's another thing unless we absolutely no one else is going to review it or we get through everyone. But you can ask who you want to review it if you're feeling lucky or if you're feeling
brave.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want someone to review you and you just want to be mad brutal, just request me every time.
Yeah. Hey, if Daniel wants to join the panel, review these pop projects,
bro. They don't want it, bro. I'm telling you, they don't want it.
No, I want it.
I like the reviews for him. That's why I had him do a couple of team members, because I was like, you know what? It's good to have someone. Like I went to him. I went to him too because I was like, oh, he's Sheridan's friend. So I was like, oh, he gonna cook us. So I was also looking for the nitpicking, but he did give honest feedback. but from his engineering side as well. And I was like, that's actually valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta
But you might have to review my next project, though.
Is that the wifey? She's like, I see you in my office.
Oh yeah, that's her. Yep. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's a little messy, you know.
But no. Nice. It looks nice. I like the plants.
Yeah, cool.
She like all the plants.
Yeah, she is very, very into plants, bro. Like probably excessively so, to the point where it's like a problem, actually.
Oh shit.
But nah, I mean, man, honestly, like I just try, like you guys, man, I try to keep it super real. And like my ear is like catered to engineering stuff and like music stuff. So those are always going to be my points. You know, if you have like a bad mix or something, or your melodies aren't in the right key or like whatever, I'm gonna just be on, like I'm gonna tell you it out of like my honest musical ear, you know.
That's how it hit you, and that's how it's supposed to be. Like it's not about what I was trying to get across. It's about how it hit you because you're reviewing it, and that's what I try to tell people. That's just how these reviews work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Having said that though, I mean, my friends always tell me all the time, like, bro, you gotta just like be more into the story of the song and like really get into it. And I'm like, okay, like I feel you. I gotta like, you know, I gotta actually do that more often, because my ear's like, all right, what key we in? What we doing? You know?
I mean, but that's also a part of like listening to more music, like, because once you do get into that type of stuff, things will blend a little bit. You know, you don't know how things will blend even better for you or worse. It might end up worse for some people. You know, you got a trash story on a trash beat, like now, you know, then it just gets rough. But no doubt. But yo, real shit. This was fucking super dope, man. Truly appreciate what you do. You know, I fuck with your music. I'm a big fan of pop. I rock with your singles. And, you know, even outside of this, I mean, I like good music, man. I enjoy me some good music. I enjoy someone who enjoys music, and I could always hear that in music. So I appreciate that. Yo, real shit. I appreciate you chopping it up with us. This was super dope. You're always welcome here, especially if you want to do a little listening for that project, your little EP action you got.
Got you, bro. But got you covered. I got you covered.
Let everybody know where to follow you and all that, where to find your music, all that stuff. You know, the ending drop stuff. I figure yours is gonna be easy because you're a professional about yours, so it's gonna be a simple.
Hey, man. So you can just basically, if you look up Jake Daniels on anything, I'm the first guy that pops up.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Really, like that's all I gotta say.
Professional. Ain't no bullshit. People be like, "Oh, you gotta do this _this on Twitter," but on Instagram, there's a bird emoji.
Bro, rappers be doing the most with that.
The most.
They'd be like, yeah, it's relentless with 2 X's, and I'm like, bro, just keep it easy. You know what I mean?
Keep it simple. Mine's, I was like, damn, my name is long as hell, but my name was given to me. You know, because I always went by just John D, but I got contradiction from playing shows because they'd be like, yo, your whole set is these depressing songs, but you got the most energy and you're like having fun up there. This shit don't make no sense. So they called me Contradiction. And I'm like, damn, when I finally adopted it, I was like, it's
gotta roll with it.
Long. It's too long. So I was just like John D Who for everything. So that's my website, everything. I made it simple. But, you know, even if you search John D Who on like music stuff, I'll come up. So I was like, I'll take that.
No doubt.
Gotta keep it simple, because if someone tells me to do something and it got like, oh, yo, look me up, and it's got like a 0 and underscore, I forgot. I'm just going to forget while they're telling me.
Yeah, I feel that. Me too.
But either way, man, yo, I appreciate this, man. I'm going to get this all prettied up. We're going to drop this on Wednesday, but we'll leave it live so people can take a look at it until I take it, like tomorrow or some shit. But yo, again, thank you for chopping it up with us, man. This shit was dope, man.
Of course, bro. Anytime.
Hey, no doubt, man. We are signing off. I'm going to end this broadcast now. Let me hit the button. Look at that. There it goes.